If I can thank him in person, I would.
Hey, hello.
You recognize me?
Hey, Mister! My goodness!
How are you?
Hey, how are you? How are you?
Long time no see.
Yes, yes. Hi, good evening. I'm Martin Tan. I was a student in Sembawang Secondary School from 2001 to 2004. So it has been quite a while. I'm currently 32 years old and I am currently working in Novartis as a chemical engineer. I came from a very humble background and my grades weren't stellar. I chose to go to a secondary school. Practical reasons is near my house where people perceive to be a neighborhood school by this definition, right? That is a so-called a stigma or stereotype by many, even in the past. You know, back then I could still recall, right, our secondary school is just labeled as a school that is pretty, not so good and all that. People don't really look up to us. Some of the students are just known to be paikias, right? Like in Hokkien term, paikia means naughty students. But their level of naughty is not that kind of you kacau teachers, you disturb people. No, it's another thing. It's like all the vices that you can think of, like smoking, fighting. Personally, I do have some friends, one or two, did have this kind of close brushes with this kind of classmates before. So things didn't go too well for them. In particular, Mr. Wu, he was the one who gave me a very lasting impression because he's the only teacher in my Sec 2 syllabus that teaches something, I wouldn't say outside the textbook, but he uses a very unconventional method to engage us as students. You know, at that point in time, there was this craze about Pokemon cards, Pokemon trading card game. So sometimes he will even offer us Pokemon booster packs as some of the prizes. And it was by pure accident that I saw Mr. Wu also have albums. And then he has cards that are like limited edition or even erroneous printing, which can be worth hundreds of dollars at that point in time. I heard of my peers also selling cards to him. I heard that he bought off cards at high prices without knowing the actual value. In fact, way higher than the actual market value. Apparently, he bought those cards out of the knowledge that some of us are low income. Their parents don't give them money, their parents don't give them enough, and all that. And yeah, it was he bought it with the notion that he wanted to help them. I heard from someone that in a particular class that he was teaching, some very rebellious student, and for whatever reason, he just got physical and started to physically abuse Mr. Wu. So he apparently punched him in the face, caused him to be quite severely injured. His glasses broke, he was bleeding. Yeah. But what he did was amazing. What he did was that he just silently went to the washroom to freshen up and clean himself up, and he just treated as nothing that has happened and continue to teach. So that was something that I really want to, if I can thank him in person, I would.
Hey, hello.
You recognize me?
Hey, Mister!
Yeah.
My goodness!
How are you?
Hey, how are you? How are you?
Long time no see.
Yes, yes.
Blast from the past. My name is Mr. Wu. I'm a teacher at Sembawang Secondary. Okay, and basically I've been invited here to share my experiences teaching.
I could still recall that the one big thing was about Pokemon trading card game. You were a trader, and then you have some that are purposely printed with error print. You had those cards. I don't know how
Those
you
are
managed.
fakes.
I don't think they are fakes, man.
Yeah.
They are fakes?
Yeah.
I was fooled all along.
Yeah.
No, my goodness.
Why do you think there were errors?
I see.
The
But there were
Pokemon company-
but there were true cards that had errors and were worth hundreds of dollars.
Yeah,
back
but
then.
those are not the ones.
I see. I
Those
see.
I'm not going to give $100 cards to students, right?
I recall that there was this incident. I mean, it's a hearsay from my other classmates, schoolmates, because I was not in that class, that you were physically assaulted by somebody. So maybe you can let us know what was exactly going through your mind.
First thing that was going through my mind was the fact that if I reported, he would have definitely gone to juvenile court. I mean, I'm not going to even talk about expulsion, because he would definitely be expelled, because it's act of violence towards authority figure, which is a teacher. Yeah, so he would definitely be expelled. But I knew he was from a broken family. I mean, his mother really could not control him. And during the parents' meet, she actually told me, try to make him change, try to tolerate him. Because at home, he couldn't be controlled as well. So I knew that if he were to go to juvenile court and he were to go to a boys' home, that would be the end of him. I mean, that's the end of his education. I felt that the rapport with the class was a bit stronger because of this act of self-control. I really believe that they became more mature, and if I inspired them to behave in a very mature way and to learn from my experience, I think it was good. It's not only about results. You do not just want the students to do well, we also want to make sure that they develop a strong character, okay, and hopefully that will help them in the future.
Sure.
Yeah, I always tell my kids, you always think before you do anything. And whatever you do, make sure you do things that are intelligent.
So I quote Sembawang Secondary School's motto, right? Strive, serve, and soar. And I can feel that our school motto is being exemplified by the teachers back. Most of the teachers that I've encountered there. Yeah. So Mr. Wu, I think you have taught us in our lower sec days, and that was easily, for me personally, the most fun time. You have made something that is supposed to be dry to be something very interesting. From the bottom of my heart, okay, on behalf of all my classmates, thank you so much and happy Teachers Day.
Thank you very much. Yeah, there were some bad memories, but overall, I think it was a very enjoyable time. Hopefully, your kids will have me as a student one day.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
And all the best.
Thank you.